Welcome everybody to Spikes and Heels. I'm Sabrina.
And I'm Gwen.
We are delighted to have you today. And
yes.
Start off the show by reminding them of what?
Our giveaway.
Our giveaway. Yes. What are we giving away?
Third place would be a Spikes and Heels t-shirt. Second place, it was a $25 gift certificate. And first place will be NFL tickets starting from October to the end of the season.
That's so exciting. And we're doing that in celebration of almost reaching 100 subscribers. We're believing to get there pretty quickly. And we want to remind you, in order to be eligible for Sunday Ticket, hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't want Sunday Ticket, we want you to hit the little subscribe button down there and the bell so that you know when we do our next video. And so let's get into the football. And for today, we're going to do something special that we have never done in our almost 1 year of existence. We're going to have a special guest. So we're going to let's bring the guest in now.
Okay, everyone. We're about to introduce our special guest for today. You've heard Sabrina and I talk about him a lot. This is our own Uncle Robert, but everyone calls him Bobby. All Uncle right. Bobby.
We're going to let him in. Hey!
We got him, y'all. Hi, Bob.
What up?
So welcome, everyone. This is our Uncle Bobby.
Hey, guys.
So we have never had a guest on the show. He is our first guest, and we thought he'd be a good one because he's kind of knowledgeable.
Pressure's on.
Kind of knowledgeable. Okay, so we are going to start with this week's combined hot topic. What is it, Gwen?
Them quarterbacks.
Okay, which quarterbacks we're going to talk about?
Let's start with Cam first.
Okay.
The Patriots released them.
So what do you think? Where do you think he's going to land? I've been hearing some little rumors. Bobby, what do you think about them releasing Cam?
Belichick has a record of, you can't question him. Cam wasn't really making that big of a difference. And let's face it, New England is restructuring. And so they need new names, they need new faces. And Cam's, although he's not old, does really add to what the future brings. So I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
Yeah.
And where is he going to land? I heard earlier that people were saying like he may land in Dallas. And McCarthy was like, no, we're good. Like, we don't want him. So he's not going to Dallas. So I'm wondering if he'll land, with the team before the season starts. Hope he's not like jobless for the whole season.
He'll get a job.
Yeah, somebody's gonna pick him up. I wouldn't be mad if we did it.
And the Redskins situation, who's our backup? Now, I know Gwen is in love with Heineken.
Six back.
Sabrina too.
Six back.
But is he a qualified backup? That remains to be seen. But so what Cam would do, Cam relieves all the tension or the suspect of, should our starter go down for any period of time, do we have confidence in our backup? Cam would instantly give credibility to whoever he was the backup for.
Yeah, he just have to learn our playbook, which I'm sure he's used to doing.
Whoa, we don't want him.
I said we want him. I said if he was here.
Why we don't want him?
Uh-oh, here we go.
We don't want him.
Why?
We don't want him.
You have done, for me, the Redskins have been, this is family. They've been dysfunctional for so long.
Almost.
And at every level. So we all agree with, our disdain for the owner, but it's management too. Who's our general manager? When it was Bobby Beathard, we had great expectations even before the draft. But who's our general manager? Who's picking these guys, these running backs?
The little rascals.
Stop it.
Like we need quality guys, quality management. And I think what Cam brings is a little too much stardom.
What? How can you have too much stardom as long as you're not a distraction?
Outside, off the field stardom. He tends to have antics. He tends to have an attitude issue. I don't know if let's face it, I'm not that confident in his arm.
Okay. Well, I feel like whenever somebody as famous as Cam is available and your situation is not 100%, you grab him just to have that whole, you know what I'm saying?
And he's played, let's talk about, he played for Rivera before, and you don't see
I don't
him
think
jumping.
they like each other no more.
Yeah, you don't see him jumping, so there's a reason.
Yeah, okay.
And who's the coach that cut Cam?
Rivera.
Right.
So we'll see.
I guess we're gonna be Camless.
Right.
All right. Well, I agree too. I hope he lands with someone. I hope it's, you know, someone that he can grow and teach the person, that's because I think all the quarterbacks are already locked for this year, right?
We a week away.
And the rosters have been set.
He can go to the Cowboys. They can have him.
Man,
They said they ain't
Jerry
want him.
Jones ain't gonna take him.
Yes,
And
they
we'll
will.
discuss that offline.
He made that little off comment when he was talking about Chase.
And he ain't vaccinated and ain't gonna do it.
And that's a big deal.
Don't you bring up that vaccination.
Okay, that's all I'm talking. That's all we're gonna say. But he refuses to do it.
And
So
I'll say that Belichick, I was reading earlier, he said that didn't play a part in his being released because
it does.
It does. He lied, Sabrina.
Oh, I know.
They all lying.
Besides, he jive cracked on Chase, said he looked a little small.
Who said that about my boy?
You didn't hear Cam when he said that? Yeah.
And he just as big.
He was at the interview. After the game, they said, well, what do you think about the Redskins and Chase Young? He said, oh, he's a lot smaller than I thought.
So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm like, no,
you ain't no kid. I hope Chase get a chance to crack his back.
Go ahead. We'll see. So wait, so do you think he's going to end up as a starter somewhere, a backup?
No, he's a backup, if that.
Dang.
But not a starter.
What do you think?
Timing.
Okay. So what is timing?
Like if a quarterback goes down, they will assign him during them. Okay, I see that.
Okay.
If somebody gets hurt, they can sign him and add. That makes sense.
Okay.
And there are similar offensive systems in the league. So there are systems which, if he was to go to that team, that he wouldn't have as much to learn.
Got it.
All right.
All right. So next is Deshaun.
So technically, he's still on the roster of the Texans. He is still on their roster because he's still facing those 22 lovely civil lawsuits.
Yes.
So if you were a GM, would you pick him up?
First of all, I wouldn't, but we don't know if he's going to be exempt or not. They haven't officially said whether they was going to exempt him this year.
Okay, so, a guy in my elementary school used to always say play like. Okay, so play like he's available without the charges. Without the charges, in a heartbeat. With those charges,
I ain't touching it with a
it's too great of a deterrent of what could come from those charges to take any risk of giving away any draft choices, any picks. Can't do it.
I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole with them charges.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's so sad. I just hope he lands somewhere for his own sake, because that's his whole future gone down the tubes.
And society allows so many things, and the NFL has allowed so many things that when these sort of things comes out, some of us believe, oh, this is shocking and it's so random, but it really isn't.
No,
so that's two guys we don't know whether they're gonna land somewhere, whether they're gonna be playing, but we do think that Cam is gonna land somewhere we don't know about.
Deshaun. Bobby had a lot of great points that I was thinking about, because like when Cam got cut, and this go a little bit to the main reason why I think he got cut is because he didn't want to take the jab. But Bobby had a lot of good points. No billionaire want to risk losing no money, re-ramping their season, and if it's a possibility that somebody could get sick. So in their mind, we can do without him. Plus Matt Jones, he gave Matt Jones the opportunity to show off his skills when he went down sick from the COVID or on COVID quarantine or whatever it was. They really didn't know Matt was that good until they took a look at him. And they was like, wait a minute. We maybe can do something with this dude. If they took a chance on Brady from the 6th round, what's the chances that they're going to go at Mac Jones when Cam goes down?
And the NFL has already stated what the penalties would be if your unvaccinated player causes other players from another team to become affected.
All teams had to cut their rosters down to their limit. And there were some notable cuts. I'm going to be honest. They list these people as notable. I ain't never heard of 10 of them. So the one that jumped out the most, everybody was Cam. That's it. Everybody, Devontae, somebody Johnson, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, who are these people? These not no notables.
Nope.
So the two that jumped out at me was the tackle Russell Okung. I know who he is. He's out there. And then the dude that we cut, Moreland, the cornerback. I was like, why did you do that?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I think somebody Apke either dating somebody's daughter on the team. He know where some bodies buried and some more stuff. Cause that dude been messing up for years and he's still on the roster. That's crazy.
Somebody right in front of him.
Exactly. How many tackles did he miss both of them games?
Yeah.
And he's still on the team. They cut my boy Moreland at least could pop somebody.
I would keep Moreland over Apke 10 times.
That dude was dating one of their daughters. He knows where the bodies are buried, or he refused to get vaccinated. Because that's the only 3 reasons. Bobby, what you think?
It's different now. I think with the lack of playing time in preseason, there's going to be a lot of injuries. Just look at the injury ticker tape that's going to start the first 3-4 games. There's going to be a lot of injuries. So with the advent of an additional game and no preseason, and with what's his name, Apke? What's his name?
Apke.
Yeah, players like him where you're like, this dude is getting toasted, but he's a dual role player. And so now players that have more than one talent are becoming a greater interest because just one guy doing one thing well, like the cornerback, should he go down and you have a dual role player that plays special teams and or maybe safety as a hybrid safety cornerback, those players become more valuable because we're going to have larger than what we're used to injuries this season because of the lack of a preseason.
But Bobby, we've been watching this dude for years. He ain't never been.
I ain't seen him nothing in no role.
Play.
Neither role, no role.
Missing blocks. GP missing blocks. They set him down one year and put in somebody else. This dude is not good. Do a role or no role. He awful, Bobby. We'll see though.
I don't know the reason, and I do agree with you. The first thing I look at is salary and age. I mean, I'm trying to justify
I guess.
it. He was probably getting
that was terrible.
Yeah. And of course, our boy Richard Sherman is still out there. You think he's going to end up somewhere, Lord knows. He got stuff.
But them 2 segments we did, Sabrina, and this just wrap it up all into one. That's why they let him go. Because he got mental health issues. Look at the time. It was December 2020. The family trying to get the guns away from him. And they let him go once the season was over. They let him go because he got mental health issues.
Who you talking about?
Richard Sherman. That's why they let him go. There ain't nobody trying to be bothered with that for real, for real.
Okay, this isn't my phrase. I'm just repeating something someone said. And this will always be true. You pick the sport. Talent gets tolerated. And you pick a guy who beat his wife up or drunk driving, involved in a whatever. If that guy makes a difference on the team that can equate to wins, and ticket sales, he's going to be tolerated.
That's true.
So I think Richard Sherman just had an Achilles. He had some kind of injury.
Something.
And he's getting up there too, Bobby. He ain't no spring chicken no more.
Right. But aside from that injury, I don't know if it was Achilles or not, he's going to get picked up because he's talented.
I think he's going to get picked up too.
Somebody got to be willing to deal with his mental health issues. He needs help, Sabrina.
Yeah, he
needs a lot of dudes that needs to be dealt with.
But it's
look at Antonio Brown.
Now you don't
That's
talk
our boy
about
right
boy.
there.
No, talking about my boy. I the only one get to go on him. That's talking about my boy. I told Sabrina he gonna show out, but it's different because he was productive, and it's not. I'm gonna get the gun. He ain't went that far yet, Bobby. He did some crazy stuff.
His behavior in numerous incidents,
it's comical.
Has been unbecoming. It's just
exactly
it should not be tolerated.
Exactly, but it's AB.
Yeah. So what he said rings true. Talent.
He's totally right, but I'm just saying, I think Richard at a point where he needs help.
Okay, so the next segment, we are going to do our week 1 NFL picks. So our first picks of the week, we're not going to do all the games. There are too many. So we picked the ones that we thought would be interesting. And so the first one is the first game of the season. It's the Cowboys at the Buccaneers Thursday night, September 9th.
Tampa all the way. Go Bucks.
Yes. Wait, is that a homer decision or is that a?
Now, that's anybody. I root for anybody playing Dallas except for the devil.
What she
Much
said.
as I hate Tampa Bay, I gotta go with them. So go Bucks.
Exactly.
Okay.
And besides, I want to see how Dak looks because he's had a couple of injuries that I don't know if they've really been forthcoming as to how severe they are.
I think it's worse. They say go Bucks.
We all in agreement on that one, so we all pick Tampa Bay. Okay, Pittsburgh at Buffalo.
Ooh, that's gonna be the nice one.
Yeah, that's.
I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah, only because
Buffalo's gonna get at them.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bills.
Okay, we're unanimous with that one. Buffalo. Next, we're going to do Jacksonville at Houston. Why are we picking that one? Why is that important?
Well, for me, number one pick.
Trevor.
To see if his juice is worth the squeeze. Mm-hmm. And then with the other team, there's been over the last few years really a mass exodus of players leaving that team. So
all the good players.
Something's wrong. Something's going on. And so I just want to see just how they look, what's going on with them. But I would be I expect Jacksonville to win that game.
Yeah, me too.
I'm leaning Jacksonville too, but it's in Houston. Does that mean anything? I say no. Yeah, I'd be okay.
I don't even know who that quarterback is now that Deshaun not playing.
Right. Gosh, who is that quarterback?
We gotta figure that out. All right, next man.
Wow. Okay, so we've been all on the same page so far. Okay, so next we're gonna have Arizona at Tennessee.
Now, this is the team I'm picking to have the what I'm trying to say, to have a better record than they had last year.
Okay.
To do a little bit better. Because
Arizona or Tennessee?
Arizona, because of the people they acquired in the offseason.
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm going with Arizona.
Okay. Bobby?
Because there's so much unknown again with the lack of a preseason and a 17th game and injuries. I think as important as anything in our picks as the weeks go forward, it's gonna involve injuries. But I pick Arizona.
Okay, and you picked Arizona, Gwen?
Yes.
I'm just going to throw in an upset because it's in Tennessee. I'm going to say Tennessee.
Sabrina, you come on, baby. They ain't got no girl by next game.
Wait. Tennessee got that running back nobody wants to see.
Henry.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But that's
nobody wants to see him.
Okay, we'll see, but I'm going with Arizona. I feel like JJ and the boys gonna get at him. So
I think so.
Right. You're right. I forgot about Henry.
All right, so next we have Cleveland and Kansas City. That should be a good one. And it's in Kansas City.
Ooh, wait a minute now.
That's one of those games where I can just get something good to eat and sit back and enjoy.
Yeah.
Because Cleveland is talented.
Yeah. And they got a couple of good people they acquired too, Bob. A couple of pieces they needed.
And Odell is back.
Oh, yes. Oh, who am I gonna pick?
Good night, Irene.
I don't know.
This is the hardest one for me. I'm just gonna go now. This the upset of the week, not that other thing you did with them Titans. The Browns gonna beat the Chiefs.
That would be an upset.
Who are you picking, Bobby?
The Browns.
I'll go with the Browns.
The Chiefs.
You know how much I love the Browns, Gwen.
I know,
but I'm scared. I'm gonna say it's
don't be
the Chiefs. I don't know.
Because Tom done exposed them. Tom and the book, TB12 exposed them.
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
Okay.
But I want the Browns to win. I just want to be clear.
That's a safe bet. I think the Chiefs is a safe bet all year.
Exactly.
So next we have Green Bay versus New Orleans.
I want to see how Jameson does because he looked good in a couple of preseason games that I watched him, but I feel like he has that choke mode. Like he'll do okay and then say it again.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Jameis. Mm-hmm. I always say his name wrong. I'm going to go with Green Bay.
You say Jameis and then say Green Bay.
Right.
With New Orleans, I like the way they use the two quarterback, even when
Breeze.
When Breeze, before he retired. I like the way they sort of mix it up. The NFL tries to mandate rules of what a quarterback should be and do. No, whatever works is what you should do. Mm-hmm. And to me, it looked like it worked when they sort of put like on goal line situations. So I'm going to say Green Bay, but I can't say it with my chest. I gotta say it. All
Say it
trouble.
with your chest.
Can't say it with my chest.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say New Orleans. This is the first game that we haven't had the two quarterbacks. We used to seeing Aaron and Drew. This is gonna be weird.
And that's
I'm going to see Aaron and Jameis. Girl,
that gives Green Bay.
We're gonna do a tally because you messing up, boy.
Okay, Baltimore, Las Vegas, 1 minute. Baltimore, and it's in Las Vegas.
Lamar, I'm doing Lamar all the way.
Yeah, I got it.
He got them weapons. He got Watkins, and he got Yeah, Lamar gonna take that one.
Yeah,
I'm with Lamar.
All right, so we agreed on most, but a couple of them had a little upset. And lastly, we're going to pick our team's game: Chargers versus Washington in Washington. Okay. Anybody got
this game is set up because you got the rookie of the year on defense versus the rookie of the year on the offense.
Yep.
So of course we going with my team, but they might give us a little bit of go.
LA, the Chargers have been consistently good the last few years. But still, I'm a homie, so I'm going.
You better know it.
Right.
So and I like our chances.
I did too.
I do too. This is a winnable game. And then we go and play on Thursday night a few days later. But anyway, that's another story.
Who we play on Thursday night?
I think the Giants.
The Giants.
Yeah.
The Giants. I have personal reasons not to like them, but that's another matter.
I like Eli. So I always rooted for them whenever we were kicked out or didn't go to the playoffs. And they were, but I can't.
Can't go with an NFC East team.
But Bobby, I was looking at it like represent my division. That's how I was looking at it.
That's true, because there was a time back in the day where it was going to be one of us.
Yep,
exactly.
Back in the 90s. Speaking of conference, if the Cowboys don't play well, and if they don't play well due to the quarterback play, if Dak looks bad or looks hurt or is unable to play, that may not be a good thing for the Redskins, because everybody says, oh, Cam is going to go to the Cowboys, and that would be a good pickup for them. That would be a good pickup. But there's other quarterbacks out there. And there's other quarterbacks that, if other teams want to release them, can be released. So we think if Dak doesn't look good, it's just going to be, Cam Newton, but it's not. And Jerry Jones, he will spend the bucks if he thinks his team is ready. He'll spend the bucks and do a surprising pick.
Now let me put something on top of that you said. So you got the bottom piece of the bread. I'm gonna hit you with the top. We're gonna make a whole sandwich. Andrew Luck wanted to come back last year.
Sure did.
But they wanted him to get cleared for another time. So he ain't fully out. And that would be awful.
That's not good. That's not good for this us. It's not just Cam.
Yes, exactly.
I ain't worried about them. They ain't going.
You ain't worried, Sabrina.
Nobody worried about no Cowboys.
They always make me feel some type of way, because I feel like when I think they're gonna do it, they not. But it's not gonna be. Zeke is not coming back from. He got that money, Sabrina, and Dak is a little bit worse off than they let. I'm telling you, the little bit they let seeping. Go back to our Alex Smith day. When they was faking lines, telling us, oh, it's not the leg, it's not the leg. And we heard on 60 Minutes, it was always the leg.
He almost lost the leg.
Again. So will they ever get seeped out that little bit? They ain't gonna be honest about it, because they don't want the bets to be against them. That's number one. And then also they don't want teams coming for him, because if I had to be honest, if I know his arm off, I'm a bum, what we call blitz attack. Every run. I'm sending everybody but the kitchen sink at that dude if I know he hurt. Yeah, but Bobby, that's a good point. I gotta think about that. Do we really want we okay with Dak being mediocre in? Because he could come out and some real trouble could come in. So
and the Skins have typically had bad responses to mobile quarterbacks. So, and we play Baltimore this year. So,
don't remind me. Don't remind me. But I love Lamar, but I'm always gonna be a Skins girl. So it is what it is. But Bobby, my prediction for next year's Super Bowl was Washington and the Ravens.
Yeah, the Beltway will be
Battle of the Beltway Bowl, baby.
That's gonna be contentious if that would ever happen.
Man, you talking about some ruckus.
Okay, but Gwen, I'm not gonna put a Hurricane Ida on your statement, but we got to do something with our DBs so we expect to get to a Super Bowl. All
That's
this
why they were supposed to pick
business.
them up now. That's why I said it, because I thought they would be smart enough to acquire the pieces this round. And this is the uncle that me and him locked jaws about that 5th round. I found out this made it worse, Bobby. After we had a little conversation about why we draft a long snapper in the 7th round, I asked Salt to the injury. We got him in the 5th round.
Oh, wow.
So that's even worse than picking them up in the 7th round.
That's but you're right. We've been talking
get the pieces we needed.
We've been talking about them DBs for the last 2 weeks. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
That secondary make me. If they get past that line with the Bama boys chasing Sweat, we.
Here's the thing. Again, preseason, we really didn't see the starters, so we don't know.
But I'm going on what they was doing last year. It ain't gonna be pretty.
Well, our safety was hurt most of last year.
But Bobby, let me keep it real with you. Anytime a team within your conference lets you leave and you go to a team within your same division you was in, you're not performing like you was when you first came. That dude came from a Giants and now he with us. They let him go.
Okay, well, let me hit you with a little something.
Hit me with it. Hit me with it,
team in the conference, Washington, let Alfred Morris go. And he blew us up last year.
Yeah.
Who blew us up?
Exactly. That's why Liz Sabrina had a whole segment on that. Why do people leave our team to go on to Flourish?
Well, but that's what I'm saying is, so now we can have a guy from New York that plays well. Because our players seem to leave and play well.
Yeah, that's true.
Bobby, I wasn't feeling that dude the 2 seasons we had him and he wasn't hurt. I just think they should start from scratch. Take a chance, get somebody out the draft and get the linebacker coaches to come in, pay the coaches to come in and train. Could you imagine Lawrence Taylor being the linebacker coach and grooming somebody up?
To me, if we just lock in on a general manager, you can't change the owner. The owner is whoever he is.
Yeah, I'd have gave up my
good GM. Then the dominoes start to fall. You get that good GM.
You're right. Because look at San Francisco when John Lynch became their GM. They went back to the Super Bowl.
No, y'all wait. So they just hired, I was just looking it up because I was trying to remember who it was. Martin Mayhew that used to play for us, they just made him GM.
Sabrina!
I'm just saying that's who it is.
No, we talked about that last season. He's an ex-Redskin. We get all of that. But what's his skill? What's his skill set for being a GM, Sabrina?
You have to be well connected.
I ain't never heard him doing that. He been out the league too many years to know what's going on now. I just feel like Snyder, he need a no person to say, no, not that dude, get this dude. Or no, not that, don't give him that much money. Are you crazy? But
the season is here now. We got, what's today? So we have about a week, and the season is going to start.
10
a
days.
week from today. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, Uncle Bobby, it's been so great having you on. I'm so blessed. We so blessed to have you on. We talk about you all the time. This is the uncle when we go our uncle, or this is the person we're referring to. We love you so much. We're so grateful that you agreed to come on and that you were our first guest ever.
And he didn't fuss when we asked him to do it.
I knew he was going to say no. He was like, sure.
Thank you. Glad to be on. Hopefully I added something to your show.
Of course you
something
did.
Different in the male perspective, and now we liked it, so it was good.
But we never talked about the Redskins not having cheerleaders. Oh, never mind.
They're not having cheerleaders. What?
No, we don't have cheerleaders anymore. They're called something else.
Oh. But they still have them because I saw them out there doing something.
They're not what they typically were.
Because the owner been being fresh with them. Now they done did away with that. Because you know that's why he in trouble too, Beans.
That's why he gave his wife partial control.
No, he gave his wife partial control because he's smart. Because he still gets to be in trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he's messing with those cheerleaders.
Exactly. That's why we ain't got no cheerleaders. They was over there doing something. Now, what are they doing? But now they get to be everybody.
I can't remember the name, but it's something like dance team or something. But they're not.
They're still cheerleaders.
Not with the pom-poms and the rah-rah.
Yeah, but when you need to make a knee-jerk reaction to try to show that you're moving forward in respecting women, then that's
then you open it up because their males can be dancers too.
Looking at them from last week, they look rough. They don't look professional. They don't look talented.
Season or not.
You're talking about our team or our cheerleader, our dance people?
Both. If you want to talk, be real, want to be real with it.
Those girls, they were never in sync. They just didn't look uniform.
See, this is the male perspective.
I'm about to say, I ain't seen none of
I
that.
never seen those cheerleaders. What are you talking about? I didn't know that. I forgot that they even had cheerleaders. What's he talking about?
See what happens when you bring a dude in?
Exactly. Talking about ain't no more cheerleaders. He all in his feelings.
A different perspective.
I ain't gonna lie. Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, they were some bad mamas.
They're the standard. Yeah, we know that. That's the one thing I give them. All right.
So they set the standard for everybody. You ain't got to be all up in your chicken pot feelings. No, Jack. So I'm gonna watch it now. But look, Sabrina, we ain't even had a clue. Now we got the first dude on. Now you talking about the cheerleaders.
Okay, here's another one. Oh, the last one. When we score our first touchdown, what song is the band gonna play?
Ain't no band, right?
Yeah, it's no band. I don't think yet.
It's not band.
I don't think we have the band yet. They'll probably bring them back and revamp them or something.
I thought they got rid of the band because he was messing with some of them too, or doing something to them too. Yeah, I don't think we have a band anymore.
I don't know.
This is turning into a whole catastrophe. What kind of? Because they were always. I guess it's going to be on the microphone now. I mean, over the loudspeaker.
Yeah, and I think that they are going to bring the band back though. Once they pick a name, I think they're going to do a new band.
Yeah, part of a section.
But you can't say hell to the Redskins.
You know, okay. Even as a Washington fan, I'm tired of that song. I mean, I'll sing it when we get a touchdown. Don't get me wrong.
What you gonna do? You gonna howl? Now that we the Red Wolves.
We ain't no Red Wolves yet.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a red nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby, what if you had to pick a name? Because Sabrina and I was stuck on Warriors. Now we know it's not gonna be the Warriors. If you had to pick a mascot name, what name are you strong? Do you want to pick?
I feel like just like when the Washington Bullets changed their name
to the Wizards,
they're going to give you ridiculous choices so that the choice they've already made is the only obvious one, even if that's not the one you want. Because I never would have chosen Wizards.
No.
But they made the Sea Dragons. So they make the other choices so ridiculous that Wizards makes the most sense, even though I don't want my team named Wizards.
You know what I thought it would be? Because this is the only, Bobby just said it almost, but I thought they were going to go with sharks.
Sharks?
Yeah, sharks.
Like the animal in the sea, sharks.
Yes.
I think
for the basketball team?
No, for our team. The Washington Sharks.
Please, no.
Don't.
I'm telling you, but Bobby just fit it in. Nobody has it already. It's available. I looked online. So it's like, this is the one. I don't want no red nothing. I don't want no red monkeys. I want no red nothing. But I see that name is available. And it's something scary, something intimidating. So I'm telling you, or the gorillas.
Well, it can start with an R and not be red.
What the world starts with R that's not red?
Well, I'm not saying, but
Ravens
is an R, and Ravens is a bird.
Right. But Baltimore has it.
Right, but I'm saying R. It can be R without being.
But nothing else is intimidating or scary with an R. Rigor mortis.
Washington rigor mortis.
No.
For me, actually, I would go with a political name. It is Washington.
So they go back to the senators like they had back in the day for the
something like that.
Okay, I can deal with that.
I can't. That's a craziest. Honey iced tea. The lawbreakers. They all get down with that one.
Lawbreakers. Hey, it does have a ring to it, but they're not going to do it.
Of course.
Something that deals with geographically who we are instead of, because again,
the crabs.
You know how many jokes there would be about that? No, ma'am. The Washington crabs.
Look, I don't know what we're going to do because they done took the best name out. So the rest is junk to me. Well, everyone, we've come to the end of our show. We just want to thank again our Uncle Bobby who is sat in with us. We so enjoyed you. We love you, Bobby.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
And don't forget to subscribe. We're kicking off the contest. Everybody, if you know someone, have them subscribe. Again, take care. Stay safe. Love someone. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody, we're back because Gwen reminded me that we forgot two very important people in our Washington discussion earlier. we did not discuss the fact that Sammis Reyes and Jared Patterson made the team, two people that we were talking about last week, and we've been talking about Reyes for a while. So they both made the team.
The cut. They both made the cut.
Yes, they did. So I both, and it's so funny because both of their stories are so unbelievable. You know, Reyes is the first player of Chilean descent to ever make a team in the NFL. So he just takes it so emotional. He feels like he represents, you know, the Chilean people. So congratulations on that. And then Jared, we know, was or is a native of Prince George's County, which is a county in Maryland in our area here in DC. And he made the team after cheering for Washington, even as a kid, you know, just undrafted, walking on. And so just their stories are unbelievable. Sam is coming from basketball, going into football. So just everything about it is just so wonderful. And we could not have this episode come out and not mention them.
I'm so looking forward to watching both of them develop over the next few years. I pray. Yes. I feel like with the right people around these two, they can both be Pro Bowlers.
Yes.
What I've seen now, I'm just so ready to see what Sammis can do with a little bit more time, because remember, guys, this dude is 6'7". Mm-hmm. How many people can jump and reach up that high?
How many people, if he gets them, his mechanics together, how many people are going to be able to defend him?
Because he's also like 270.
He ain't no small dude. No.
And Jared just looked unstoppable. I was really thoroughly impressed with him during the preseason game. Now, it was preseason, right, so most of the actual players, like starters, wasn't playing, but it still was nice to see that he can accelerate, he can swivel on the dime. It was just great watching him. So I'm looking forward to seeing both of them progress. But I have to be honest, I was kind of like really pulling for these two. You know, so
and they both made it. I thought one of or two of them might be on the practice squad, but no, they made the team, the actual team. And so they definitely have the heart, the right heart. They're both hard workers. So.
Exactly. So we had to come back on and just, you know, we look just to say, you know, our boys made it.
And sorry, Bobby's not on here because it's pretty late now that we're on here. So you saw Bobby earlier, he ain't here no more.
Yeah, he be all right.
All right.
Well, this is the actual final sign off for this episode. I'm Gwen.
I'm Sabrina.
Stay blessed. Stay safe. Love someone. Bye.
Bye.